that's all of us. We'll go back to another part of Persona 5 Tactica. In the last part, we did a battle. We got the we haven't got the third key yet. Hold on, we may get the third key.
With that out of the way...
Yeah, there we go.
Where's that key? Ooh, over there! It's a letter? No, not just any letter. The front says it's a letter of challenge. That's the third key?
Look at the weight of the brushstrokes. Whoever wrote this meant business.
That looks like... No. It's probably best to see what happened first. Is everyone ready? Here it comes.
I like how Yusuke's like, it's a nice calligraphy. They mean business. They about to throw down. As if like, nice cliff. You'd think the opposite. You think it would be bad calligraphy. Would mean they want to throw down. But no.
Perhaps one of you would care to explain the meaning of this letter. How about you, Kasukabe? It was scrawled so furiously I was barely able to read it.
A letter of challenge?
Oh, he thinks it's bad calligraphy.
Senpai, did you really write this? I know I left it to you to call him out, but this is pretty hokey. And you even included our names?
What's wrong with that? We needed to confront him face to face. Honestly, it would have been better to go yell at him in the faculty room. Calling him into this empty music room was to show him the slightest amount of mercy.
Why not the faculty room though? We're in the faculty room for the key.
I was wondering what the blazes this could be about. You really wanted an in-person confrontation? You tricked me here with some baseless accusations. Now you expect me to actually apologize for them?
An apology's not going to cut it. You're going to confess your crimes and turn yourself into the police.
Surely you're jesting.
You won't be talking your way out of this. A whole list of students shared the truth with us.
A list of students, you say?
Damn, we really do sound like the Phantom Thieves, though. It's like, if you don't, we're going to change your heart and you'll confess yourself. I get the similarity.
I don't know who'd spout such lies, but I can assure you this nonsense won't prove a thing.
It isn't nonsense. We only found out because someone came to us for help.
Do you have a name of this someone? And what evidence do you have to corroborate their story? Now, hypothetically speaking, let's say you're correct. Just how many people do you see here backing you two up? Your theory's riddled with flaws, wouldn't you say? For example, if there are as many victims as you claim, why hasn't a single one come forth?
One has come forth. That's what we're saying.
That's because you've screwed them all
One
over.
has? What? Okay.
Senpai, please don't touch him. Laying a hand on him would give him just what he wants.
Ah, Kasukabe, my boy. Good to know you still see reason. That must be your father's doing. I, for one, hope Representative Kasukabe has a long and fruitful career. Well, let's end this discussion here. No matter how much of a fit you may pitch, no one is going to take your side. Not unless every single one of your so-called list of students steps forward.
Every single one, yeah.
Ah, but that's quite the unless, isn't it? Best of luck there.
Hang on! We're not done here!
Eri, don't chase him!
That bastard! Cackling like some kind of kids' show villain!
He certainly seems confident. He's forced each victim into a position where betraying him means self-ruin. Fear is certainly an effective method of control. Though not just their fear. I've gotten the sense that some people even expected perks from Nakabachi for obeying him. We can raise all the fuss we like, but if the victims have no intention of accusing him...
I don't care. He's still wrong. And what's gonna happen? Everyone's just supposed to let him get away with it? Does everyone really need to come forth?
No.
If so, we'll try persuading them again.
You wouldn't need everyone, you would just need
Tell
some.
me, Senpai, why do you care so much? I know just how much you value honesty and how you can't stand injustice, but...
It's not about caring. I just do what I do because I want to. Okay. I think I can tell you. You see, back at my last school, one of my classmates framed me for some theft, and everyone ended up shunning me. It was over something stupid. I can't remember if it was a notebook or some perfume, but something was stolen.
How awful.
I'm sure there were some folks who thought I was a nuisance, considering my personality. But in the end, even my closest friends all left me. At the time, I was more shocked than angry, so I kept my mouth shut and just tried to deal with it. After a while, my homeroom teacher noticed I'd been acting differently, so she reached out to me. I didn't want to stir things up, so I told her to leave me alone. But then she told me, silence in the face of injustice is complicity. If your gut tells you something's wrong, why not fight back, she asked.
She looks like the girl from
That was the push I needed
Strikers.
to change my attitude.
Does she know?
I've fought back
No?
ever since. I got all kinds of people involved. I asked around school for leads, I searched for the stolen stuff myself. And with that teacher's help, I was able to prove my innocence. That said, the whole mess drew a lot of negative attention, so I still wound up transferring.
Ah, so that's why you transferred here at such an odd time.
Honestly, I think the reason I get so worked up is because I'm actually a coward at heart.
You? A coward?
If we lived in the kind of world where corruption was free to flourish, it'd feel like everything I fought for was a waste. There'd be no reason to take a stand for what's right. That's the reality I'm afraid of. I simply can't allow it.
No matter your reasoning, I think it's admirable. You're simply following your own sense of justice. Admittedly, that doesn't apply to what I do.
Well, thanks. But I think you're wrong about yourself. The first time I ever saw you was pretty telling. I knew you're someone who does the right thing. Considering their numbers, you were really putting your life on the line there.
Oh, that old story. I keep telling you, I just felt like it.
Still, was I ever glad to meet you here? It was almost like meeting another me.
So, what's the next move? Nakabachi's not confessing, and I doubt any of his cronies will either. Gotta find something else.
Toshiro, you're sure?
You think I can just slink out of here after all you've said? Plus, I need to keep an eye on you if you decide to go loose cannon. Besides...
That must be your father's doing. I, for one, hope Representative Kasukabe has a long and fruitful career.
You'll see. I'll show him what I can do.
Hey, why is it already over?
Oh, what a week ending!
No.
Not even a preview of the next one? You guys do remember we're watching that guy's real life, right?
I know. You shouldn't speak about it like that.
So that's why.
Whoa, it's weird when they sync up. What's the deal?
Maybe I've seen one too many of Toshiro's memories. But, yeah. Those things that Ari had said. If we lived in the kind of world where corruption was free to flourish, that's the reality I'm afraid of. I simply can't allow it. I have to say, I'm not sure how we may be related.
Hopefully not
I'm
actually
scared that
related.
we're entering a world where corruption is free to flourish. And even worse, I'm scared of becoming someone who's okay with that. But I can tell she has the same feelings that I've had for as long as I can remember.
I must admit, the two of you have a very strong drive towards justice, and at your own expense.
Oh, you think so?
In that case, I'm even more puzzled about the two of you now.
I don't really know how to phrase it. But the more I think about how Toshiro's past may have some meaning for me, the more it's like... right there with you. No need to waste any more time in here. The answer must be right around the corner.
I'll be fine.
Right, Toshiro?
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Our next move should be securing the location of the last key.
Let's shut up and get out of here. I can't wait to curl up back at the hideout.
New quest has been added. Dreams of a boy and girl. Oh, there was a memo or something. Oh, I missed a memo! No! Wrong button. Log. That's alright, like the undefeated heroine in Toshiro's life story, huh? I definitely wouldn't have had the will to fight if I was going at it alone. What to check the memos? How did I check the memos? I pressed the wrong button. It did pop up with a new memo. Oh, maybe it didn't. Maybe it just popped up saying new chat. I thought it was a memo. Okay. I definitely would have.
Right.
Yes, the way she stood strong for her beliefs was incredible. She must be made of steel or something. So where is she now? That I don't know. We haven't spoken to each other in a very long time.
Still,
Though I do remember what Natsuhara Senpai always dreamt of doing, just because it fit her so well. Oh yeah, what was it? Police or something like that?
Hey!
Hey Toshiro, about your dreams for the future. First you want to be the Diet member and then eventually the Prime Minister, right? That certainly came out of nowhere. I wouldn't call something so far-fetched my dream, it's just something I like to think about sometimes. What? Why not a dream? It can literally be anything. Besides, you won't know whether it's achievable or not unless you try, right? You've certainly got the guts, so it'd be a shame not to give it a go at least. I figured you'd say that, but don't misunderstand. I never said I wasn't going to try. Even within the school alone, there are many who struggle against injustice and uncertainty, and I imagine far more people suffer in similar ways around the world. I want to become a leader who will stand by these people, one who walks alongside them. Right now, I'm still just a kid with no knowledge or experience. Senpai, what's wrong? Ah!
That was great!
Look at you giving it so much thought. That's called a dream, Toshiro. You should be more honest with yourself. You didn't have to do that, I'm being serious here. Still, that's wonderful, and it's something you decide for yourself, isn't it? I'm here to support that your dream... to support that dream of yours, okay? Don't forget it. I was like, well, why is there a that there? But that made sense. Never mind. Thank you. Also, you said you're lacking knowledge and experience, but that's not all there is to it. You need more stamina and bravery too. Well, I can't argue with that, as long as you don't expect me to compete with that boar-like strength of yours. How about you, Senpai? Have you decided your future?
Huh?
It is true I'll be graduating before you, so yeah, I do have a path in mind, but it's still not something I'm quite ready to share yet. That's not fair, you're the one who asked me about mine in the first place. You're right, I guess I can share it with you. I want to become a journalist. Oh god, she wants to become Ohya. No, don't be the Ohya of this world, be the Sai! We all need more Sais in our life, not Ohyas. I want to travel around the world, see as much of it as I can with my own eyes, and talk to all different kinds of people along the way. I'll write about everything I see. I want people to know what I know, and want them to question things too. If I could share that someone's thoughts and feelings are with the world, if I could share what someone's thoughts are and feelings are with the world, I think I could help spark some change. Words are hard sometimes. I see that really suits you. It's perfect for someone as tough and driven as you. I mean, police would have made sense as well, though, right? To bring justice. You think so? Absolutely. You should have more confidence in yourself. It's certainly something I wouldn't be able to keep up with.
Really?
Huh. Is that really a compliment? If you say so, I guess it could be true. After all, we're comrades in the fight now. I suppose that's one way to put it. And on that note, when you become PM, let me be the first one to interview you. Got it? Huh? Well, but I'm not even sure if I'll become the... You don't have to be the PM. Anytime you're in need, when we've decided on your own heart. No matter where I may be, I'll always come running to lend you my aid. A journalist, huh? I wonder if she's doing that. She's out doing that somewhere right now.
Right.
Although you've gone different ways in your pursuit of your dreams, you may yet cross paths again. I can totally imagine that Sarah popping out of nowhere one day. Totally like a surprise attack interview. What's wrong, Toshiro?
Not quite.
It's nothing. Perhaps it's because I've forgotten about her all this time, but now that I remember, I'm feeling overcome with all these emotions. Toshiro-san. I think I've had enough reminiscing. We must move forward. My resolve is stronger than
Ready
ever.
to go?
You got it. Let's head to our next destination then, Akira. Let's do it. Let's just jump into it.
Now, where could that fourth and final key be hiding?
This can't be like all there is to this kingdom, right? This kingdom
Others
feels
in
really
the
short.
courtyard, the cafeteria, and the faculty room. Maybe the next ones in.
Could be the gym, could be the home ec room. I don't know, yeah.
Nope, sure isn't. The last key is on the roof.
I don't know.
I think these guys can help out more since they know.
Please don't tell me Eric
We'll
was
need
pushed off the
one
roof
more
as well.
key to reach. Then we'll finally be free. Oh, loathsome. Your reign is coming to an end.
They sure are fired up, even if we still can't hear who they're saying.
Nakabachi was silencing the students through blackmail, yes? Perhaps this is how it's manifesting here.
It won't matter once we're knocking his lights out. Right, Toshiro?
Yes, I imagine so.
Then let's head for the rooftop. Since the enemies seem to be getting stronger as we press on, we should really be careful now.
We've been walking for so long. How much further to the rooftop? The building certainly didn't look this huge from the outside. The distortions in this world are likely playing a part in the inconsistencies we're experiencing.
Well, this is our last errand, yeah? Once we've got the four things, all we gotta do is kick that voice's butt.
I'm particularly curious about the next memory we'll likely see. Toshiro and Eri seem to be in a rather difficult position.
Yeah, you go, baby Toshiro! That lousy
Baby
principal needs
Toshiro.
to learn a lesson himself!
I mean, baby Toshiro is like your age in these flashbacks, right?
Right. I certainly hope that's how it went.
Actually, well, I don't know. When does this take place in the Persona universe, right? Like, as far as I'm aware, Strikers is a year after Persona 5 Royal, whatever. I don't know if 5 and 5 Royal are like the same timeline or not, right? So does this take place after Strikers? Or does this take place at the same time as Strikers? Because in Strikers, they're a year older, right? So Futaba would be second year. There's 3 years, right? First, second, third. So Futaba would be the same age as Toshiro if this is the same year as Strikers, and the others would be a year or two older. If this is happening the same year as Persona 5, then Futaba's younger than Toshiro. I think.
But I have my concerns there.
Why's that?
As we've worked out already, this world is built from my own cognition.
As is all of them.
That's why Maria and Yoshiki were such awful monsters oppressing the citizens in their kingdoms. Which means if I truly was successful in putting a stop to Nakabachi's scheme, he wouldn't have been designated the ruler of this place.
But that doesn't mean you didn't stop him. I still think it might not be them that's the ruler, as I pointed out previously.
In that case, Nakabachi may have actually caused some
Or
sort
it's
of
not
lasting
Nakabachi.
trauma.
It's a student.
So you're concerned about the possibility that things didn't end well?
Unfortunately, the worst possible outcomes keep coming to mind.
Toshiro, that's...
Is the future prime minister really scared of one crappy teacher?
stood on Ryuji's
Just
toes
keep
there.
your chin up and you'll be fine. You're all grown now, aren't you?
Ryuji, what's your deal?
Look, I've already got plenty of crappy memories from my time at school. It's a real long story, but I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
So roll with me here. He said my time at school as if they're not in school anymore, but then the thing that they're wearing is school uniform here. So they are still in school. So it can't be 2 years after. Because then they wouldn't be in school uniform anymore. So at most it's a year. I'm gonna say it's not the same year, or else you couldn't really look back and get past it. So yeah, Futaba at this point said baby Toshiro when she'd be the same age as Toshiro at this point, I think.
So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, it might suck to deal with, but what's done is done. You can try pretending something didn't happen, but it's just gonna keep chasing you anyway. So, you gotta face it no matter what. Do it right and move on.
Sakamoto-kun.
Whatever the outcome, you needn't be afraid.
Hold on. I thought he called him Takamoto. That's why I got so confused. I was like, that's not his second name, right? But he did say Sakamoto.
Even if you find yourself about to fall, we'll be there to support you. So never second guess yourself. See your convictions through.
You had to fight to get here, remember? I'm sure you're ready for this.
You already made a promise to Yuki-san that you'd better keep. You hear me?
That's all true. I want to. I have to get back to reality, no matter what might await us here. The only way I can do that is by confronting and overcoming my past.
What a horrible world for him that he has to basically... Imagine, like, having to just go through all your trauma. That's essentially what this game has done to poor Toshiro, has made him go through all his trauma. That is awful.
Well, I'm ashamed to have needed the encouragement, but I appreciate it all the same.
Nothing new there, right? Since the moment we met these folks, they've constantly been saving our necks. Both yours and mine. I'd say we're pretty dang lucky, finding solid comrades like them.
Quite true. So let's grab the bull by the horns and get my memories back. Now that we're of one mind on this, I suppose all that's left is to name the operation.
Oh god.
Right, and we're gonna call it Operation Knockabout.
Blazing Impulse!
Sure. Blazing Impulse. I heard that.
Huh?
Oh, brother.
Let's move out. Our destination is the rooftop. If we keep pressing on, we're bound to reach it eventually.
Hey, this is it.
The rooftop's just through that door there.
Here goes nothing. Everybody ready?
Sure am. I'm raring to whip some enemy tail.
Alright, I'm opening it now.
You said now weird though. No. Rooftop indeed.
There it is! The creepy door to hell we're after!
I wonder if this rooftop has something to do with Toshiro's past.
I hope
as well.
not. Rooftops are never good in Persona.
I do not know. All I'm sure of is that we'll have our answer once we go through that door.
There's a gate around the roof though, guys. It should be fine, right? Haha.
That's the...
What are you doing here?
Knock knock.
You just don't know when to quit. Didn't I tell you to get out of here?
Hey, you! You're Nakabachi.
It doesn't sound like Nakabachi, does it?
Mark my words. I'm coming. When I find you, I'm going to see the truth myself.
Quite the attitude you've got there. But it's just an act, isn't it?
Sounds like a younger person.
Now,
Nakabachi
you're
was
actually
old, right?
Terrified. This truth you're after. Do you really think you're ready for it?
When do I get to shut this sick freak's mouth already?
No, don't let him get to you. Nakabachi, fortunately for you, I won't doubt myself again. I've resolved to see this through, thanks to my comrades standing with me. I will never back down to you, no matter what my past may be. I must know the truth.
Ah, cocky little... I'll make you eat your words. You see that? You'll wish you could run and hide.
Ha! Talk about weak. He's the one who sounds like he wants to run and hide.
Well, he is hiding.
Cheap exit lines like his are the telltale sign of a scrub enemy.
I suppose it's a sign that we have him cornered. We should strike while the iron is hot.
Okay, time to grab the fourth thing. Whatever it it might be.
Thing. Finish calling it a key, we're just calling it a thing now. And with that, we're going to end up there, guys. In the next part, we'll obviously be doing this combat and grabbing the 4th key, I guess. But I don't know, I feel like they can't be over that quickly. This has been a lot shorter than the other ones, I feel. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to poke that like button, subscribe, and comment your comments because they are comments. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!